So, on on August 12th, I had a conversation, short text conversation with who we all know to be Red Pill Mike, and I remember he actually called into the he called into the show, if I'm not mistaken, and he said that he was going to take some time off. He said he was going to take some time off, and so I shot him a text message because he sort of alluded to that, and I said, "You got the Rona, dude?" And he said, "Yeah." And so, I'm sorry, guys. Just and so, at 2:35, which was almost, I don't know, right around, I guess, an hour and a half or so ago, I got a text message from Mike's phone, and and the text message said, "This is Wes's brother, Paul Jr." Red Pill Mike's name was Wesley Fade, and he said, he said, Wes died. He said Wes died yesterday afternoon. We're having a service for him, and he gave me the location, and they're going to be having a service for him Friday at 11. So the long and the short of what happened is that Red Pill Mike, he passed away from the beer bug, and he was 62 years old. And he's going to be missed. He's going to be missed. So I'm going to find Just give me a second here. We're gonna find I'm gonna figure out some way to commemorate his time and his contribution to the community. We'll come up with something to I'm sorry, guys. We'll come up with a way to try to honor his memory as as best we can. I think the thing that I'll remember the most about Mike was his uncanny ability. Oh, shit. Sorry about that, guys. His uncanny ability to, put things succinctly. He used to sum up my entire podcast in a paragraph or so. He's kind of like Ed Lattimore in that way. When it takes me, hour and a half, 2 hours to say, he can sum it up in a very short paragraph. I always said that Red Pill Mike was bad for business. We all wanted him to start a blog and everything, and because the guy was wise, man, that's for sure. He was. I just can't. I just can't believe he's gone, man. Ice Dragon Kid says I wanted that book. Yeah. Yeah, RPM was definitely the 140 character king for sure. Yeah, his phone calls were always very... His phone calls were good, man. His phone calls were good. They really, really were. I just can't believe he's gone. I really... So, Dev and I, we know where where the funeral is. We we know where that's going to be, and every penny of today's super chats are going to be used to send him a nice bouquet of flowers. I think one of the things that shocks me the most is that RPM was, he was my dad's age. He was my dad's age. And I'm not, you guys know me, I'm not an overly religious person. I'm not into the, candles and rainbows and sprinkles and all that stuff. But my dad called me on my birthday and I didn't call him back, so look, we all have strained relationships with our parents. I'm not, there's nothing unique or profound about that. But what I will say is that and I'm not trying to be a preacher or anything like that, but if there's anyone you ever had a problem with for one reason or the other, you really have to ask yourself the question, if that person were to pass away today, would you regret not having made amends? If the answer is yes, then you got some phone calls to make. Gotta love this South Jersey power grid for you. I don't know if this is continuing on the same stream or not, but looks like it is. I guess it's still all right. Well, I guess all right. Looks like we're back miraculously. I don't know how that happened. We lost power. We just randomly lost power. These anyway, So today is tough. Today is tough, man. I considered RPM to be a very good friend of mine. I spoke to him on the phone. Jesus, man. I spoke to him on the phone probably once, maybe twice a week. And like I said, I remember when he had called into the show and said he was going to be taking a little bit of a hiatus because he was dealing with a little bit of an illness. I asked him. I said, "Hey, you got the Rona?" And he said, "Yeah." And I didn't think anything of it. I figured he'd beat it, to be honest with you. I guess I took that for granted. I figured, all right, well, he's got the Rona. He should be all right. I just can't believe he's gone, man. Let me read through some of your super chats here. And I do appreciate the support, guys. Like I said, every penny of every super chat, Devin and I will make sure 254% that what's today, Tuesday? Okay. Yeah, we're going to make damn sure that that the the funeral home gets the bouquet. Whatever you guys donate, that's what we're spending. If you guys donate $100, $200, whatever the total is, that's the amount of money we're going to spend. If the biggest, baddest bouquet is half of what you guys donate, then guess what? We're going to send two. Man. Donnell with $5 super chat says R.I.P. Red Pill Mike. Appreciate that. Journey to Masculine Excellence, $20. Appreciate that. HUDs, $5. I appreciate that. Jonathan Gale. I'm sorry. Journey to Masculine Excellence says R.I.P. to Red Pill Mike. HUD says, this is awful. Sorry to hear. Jonathan Gale, $20, says, sorry for your loss. Appreciate that. Jordan Price says, R.I.P. Red Pill Mike. Legend in the sphere. So his name was Wesley Fadley, and the extraordinarily sad, I'll get to the rest of the super chats, but the extraordinarily heartbreaking I think I may have said this on the air, but for those of you, as a matter of fact, I remember I did. For those of you who who had been following me back just before the CME went off, the reason why RPM couldn't come to the CME is because he lost his father. His father passed away on June 10th. His father passed away on June 10th. And here we are, just over 2 months later, man. His brother, or his father, Paul Sanford Fadley Sr., he's survived by his brother, Donald Fadley, his brother, Dean Fadley, his wife, Lola, his son, Paul Jr., his wife, Ann, his son, Bradley, his son, Wesley, who is Red Pill Mike. So Wesley Fadley. This just blows me away, man. Jason Marino, $5 super chat says, how about a compilation of some of his super chats and calls? Bro, he was always on here supporting everyone. Look how many men he's helped. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, man. The War Report says, here's to RPM. We lost a great one. Absolutely. Lorenzo Rock, $20. Says RIP RPM. Jonathan W, $19 says respect. Teddy Bear, 10 Canadian dollars. Says my sympathies to Red Pill Mike, a true man among men, a rare a rare breed. Please keep posting in his honor, kind sir. Will do. Will do. Mr. Got Plenty, $5 says, I always said that dude should have had his own channel. He dropped a lot of gems. Red Pill in peace, brother. Tricky Trini with the $100 super chat says, RPM with the $100 super chat. Then he would drop some eloquent and brief nugget. Rest in power, my friend. Cheers to you. Absolutely. Rebel 5150, $50 says, I don't have much, but here's something. No, we appreciate it. Shows on Hanma, $2 says, rest easy, Mr. Mike. His chats are forever eternal. Absolutely. Peter, $10 said, I can't believe this is real. You got that right, man. Red Pill Mike always had great comments and contributed so much to the show. RIP. Cable Jones, $5 said, I loved his comments. Stay strong, everyone. King Life, $50. Appreciate that. Unique 79 says, Red Pill Mike was a fellow Italian countryman of mine. Buona notte paisano. I hope I said that correctly. Bobby McBob, $5 says, my deepest condolences to the family. Don DeMarco, $10 said, he meant so much to us just through chats and phone calls. A true legend. The Pimped Out Platypus, $10 says, damn, what a shame. What a shame. He's a man of great wisdom that he gifted across multiple channels. Rest easy, brother. We take it from here. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jordan Price, $5 says, let's not be sad about him being gone. Let's celebrate his life instead. I'm sure he wouldn't want us all sad. Share some good memories of him. Very good advice. P-dubs, do heart. RIP, miss you already. Chris Johnson says, damn. RIP, Red Pill Mike. Get the afterlife prepared for us, bro. LG $5 says just some hope. Revelations 21:3, 21 verses 3 and 4 promises we will get back to the people we love. Stay strong, fellas. It's hard out here to keep our heads up. Your heads up. Red Awakening $20 says I can't believe this. It's all so surreal. He was one of the biggest supporters of the RP community and always had nuggets of wisdom. Goodbye, Red Pill Mike. You will be missed, brother. Appreciate that. Trey Raven, $40 says, I am stunned. Across every RP channel I visit, RPM was a cornerstone of that community. His wisdom, aura, and insight were tremendous. He was a great man, and he will be missed. Absolutely, man. King Sargon II, $5 says, rest in peace, RPM. El Baracho, $20 says, my condolences to Red Pill Mike's family. Appreciate that. Calvin Baldwin, welcome to chat privileges. Appreciate that. Dr. B84 says, my condolences. DS just heard the news at work, fam. Yeah. So, if you guys have any ideas on how we can commemorate, big thanks to Douglas S. with the $20 Cash App. It says RIP Red Pill Mike. Thank you for that, Doug. I appreciate it. Calvin Baldwin, $50 says, damn, that freaking sucks. RIP. God. Antonio F. with the $27.46 Cash App says a donation for Red Pill Mike. Oh, Unique 79. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate it. Red Pill TV, $10 says no effing way. Yo, this can't be a wow RPM. I just heard this. Damn. Shy Drummer and Kilt, $5 California dollars. I thumb down for the bad news, not the video. Absolutely. RIP. Red Pill Mike. I just can't believe he's gone, man. I just can't believe it. If you guys would, in the chat, I'd love to get some ideas on how to commemorate him. I'd like to name something after him, a segment, a piece of equipment, something where we mention his name every day. Rocky Robinson, $5. I appreciate that. Dr. B84, $20 says, for the RP community, hashtag RIP Red Pill Mike. Joshua Whitestone, says, from then the dust will return to the earth, and the spirit will return to God who gave it. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7. I appreciate that. Bernard Films, $5, says, my condolences. It's hard losing a friend. Look to the Lord. Luis Colon, $5, says, knowledge will be missed. I learned so much from you both. R.I.P. RPAP on the Sharpe stream side says, without knowing Myron Fresh, Abba preach, and not wanting to make this political in that way, I think the biggest way to honor RPM would be if the different parts of the manosphere could come together. Could come together, realize that life is short and can be cut even shorter, and if we have everyone bury the hatchet, come together as one, put down old grievances, and everyone move forward together, unless this has already been suggested. Jay Sanchez, $5, says, I'm watching this. I'm at work watching this. Fighting the feelings. R.I.P. Mikey. Red Pill TV, $10, says, how about the Red Pill Mike segment of the show? He was the reason I changed my YouTube name. That's a good suggestion. Shout out to Chris Von Erich. Just made his way into the chat. I appreciate that. I appreciate the Cash App a little earlier. This is tough, dude. Dre Raven on the Sharpe stream side says his insight was tremendous. There were so many streams on his channel, CGA, Fresh and Fit, and others, where his comments effectively punctuated the message. That's a very good way of putting it. That's a very good way of putting it. Slapduck says, it would have been a privilege to serve in a foxhole with that guy. Real talk, man. Daniel Griffiths, $50, says, from dropout, GERD dealing, H, addict, to senior software engineer at a big investment firm, I wouldn't have gotten on track, on my track without y'all. Always enjoyed Mike's calls. Beyond the Pale, $20. Appreciate that. Logically Fallacious says, is the death Devok related? Yeah. Yeah. He shot me a text on August 12th and told me he was going to be taking some time off because he tested positive for 91 DVOC. Yeah, I think people are hitting the thumbs down button because of the news. I think that's probably why they disliked it. So, if you guys have any, I'll keep this going for about 5 more minutes. If you have any suggestions on how we can commemorate and remember Red Pill Mike again. Red Pill Mike, his birth name, Wesley Fadley. I didn't realize. Oh, hang on. So, KMM with the 5 British pounds, he says, RIP RPM. Didn't know him much, but he imparted some good knowledge whenever he called in. Yeah, he did. RIP RP Mike, $5 says, rest peacefully, bro. Gonna miss you. Keep telling myself I got forever to make my RP stamp, and I don't. Yeah, a whole show with RPM quotes. That'd be a good one. That's a really good suggestion, actually. Thankfully, YouTube saves all of these super chats and the super chat messages, so I can get her to compile that for me. Jason Moreno says, RPM Mondays, man. I like that idea as well. I just can't believe that this happened, man. I can't believe it. Obviously, Obviously, there's not going to be any dating show breakdown. I was actually sitting here in the studio getting prepared for it. And then I got the text, man. Black and Travel, $5, said loved reading his insightful comments. He was one of a kind. R.I.P. Yeah, man. Yeah. Jacob, 449. I think it's £4, 49 quid. Says R.I.P. to everyone's wise big bro. He made every stream he was active in vastly better. Horns up for our guy. Real talk, man. Real talk. So I think the most important thing that each of us can do is to it's going to be hard, but it's going to be very difficult, but we can't hang our heads, you know. It's one of those things where if one of us had passed, I think RPM probably would have said the same thing, you know. Unique 79 says, DS, let's have a show dedicated to Red Pill Mike. Yeah, that's for sure. That's 100%. I actually like all the ideas. I like RPM Mondays. I like having a show dedicated to Red Pill Mike. And what I'll do, man, is I'll send his brother all of these messages, man. I'll send his brother all of these messages. Honestly, Paul Jr. probably has no idea that his brother Wesley had a positive influence on probably thousands of men. I guarantee you he has no idea. He has no idea. I can promise you Paul has no idea. Paul Jr., I guarantee you, has absolutely zero clue that there's an entire community grieving his just, you know, grieving. So I think it would be nice. I think it'd be very nice to let Paul and his brother Bradley know that, hey man, like, your brother was a hell of a guy, man. Beastly Nerd, $5, says pour glass for RPM. RIP. Don DeMarco, $5, says maybe name the phone line after him. Yeah. Right now the phone lines are named after Patrice O'Neill, but I have no problem. Bring me a clear one, a tumbler. I don't think Patrice would. I don't think he would mind. Ice Dragon Kid, $5 says, "See you in Valhalla, brother." Joe Musashi, $5 says, "Loved reading his super chats during your streams and Fresh and Fit streams. He will indeed be missed. Condolences go out to his family. R.I.P." Uncle Guns, $10 says, "RPM would want us to move forward. A sage, a scholar, stoic, and all-around strong man of this community. Watching from beyond with a red lens. Rest in peace. We have the watch. Salute." Very well said. Very well said. New Horizons, $10 says, "Can't believe it, man. Seriously, every time I've seen him. Always great knowledge and great comments. Seriously will be missed. My prayers go out to his family." So, what I'm gonna do is at the end of the stream, I'm gonna put in my earbuds. I'm going to continue doing what I was doing a little bit of cleaning up around here. And then after that, I'm going to head down to the gym and I'm going to lift weights. Not going to broadcast. Not going to live stream tonight's training session. I don't think I'm fit to really have those kinds of conversations. Let's do our best to go about our daily lives and to just to keep RPM and the Fadley family in your thoughts today. King Life said it best right here. Today is a day of mourning and focus. Absolutely, man. Mourning and focus. So I'm not gonna sit around and cry. I'm gonna pick my ass up and I'm gonna do what the fuck I set out to do today. I'm gonna carry on with my life, and I will do my damnedest to commemorate a man whose influence will definitely be missed. So gentlemen, raise your glasses to likely one of the most influential red pill men who didn't have a red pill channel, didn't have a red pill blog, didn't have a red pill page. As far as I'm concerned, he was as important as anyone in this community, whether he was in front of the camera or behind it. Doesn't matter. Let's be thankful for let's be thankful for the time that we had with him. And move forward, and never forget the man we called Red Pill Mike.